Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's ETN. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Gonna run it. It's ETN. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Beck. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it in the opening drive from their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I just don't get it. You're inside your own red zone, and you're going for it here? You might as well just give the opponent the ball and a chance to score an easy touchdown.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Humphreys. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They're going to scramble now, and they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Receiver in motion now. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Defense all over that play. They stop it. He did not get the 1st down. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Good enough for 1st down yardage. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up the 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Speck. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And all day in the pocket, finally delivers down the middle. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. Not the way he wanted to kick it. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the sophomore's got him for a sack. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this 1st quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Here's a target, and it's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll hand it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. No huddle here for the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Fights through a tackle. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. Bringing pressure. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where we've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive we were happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up, the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And then first down, right back to the running game. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Well, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pre-snap motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Locates the tight end. It's complete. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
He's looking to scramble. Got a lane. Can he get in? He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
And with the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking downfield. It's Beck. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's going to take another shot right here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. The Dogs will kick this away to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Law. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Scanning the field. It's Milroe. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last...
Lofting it toward the left sideline. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's caught. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
They'll run it from the gun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's running out of time here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on fourth and very long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in a national championship in the second half. See a one-on-one matchup, trust your quarterback and receiver, and take shots downfield.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Offense in hurry-up mode. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it down there inside the 35. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This time it's complete. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, the timing here is essential between a quarterback and a receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money. And then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
The extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Milroe. The pocket breaking down. Going to try to use his legs here. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The sure hands. It's Miller. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to extend the play. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is called settling down in a zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw to the left. Who makes the grab? That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Georgia now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Under a minute to play here, the obvious tactic, just take a knee and see this game out. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Not much on the return, but Vic will set up the offense at the 35. You got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. The clock is stopped. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to his target. And the senior quarterback, lucky it didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Lovett. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Dogs. Monster stage, another touchdown. This quarterback and receiver having a game we're never going to forget.
Well, and the defense right now has got to be pulling their hair out, trying to come up with ways to slow him down, whether they play zone or they play man. Nothing is working, and give credit to this quarterback. He just keeps dialing up his guy and keeps coming up with touchdowns.
Knocks through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. How will they play this? They've got some work to do to get into field goal range, but how aggressive will this play calling be? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Empty set now. 5 wide. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Fights through the tackler. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And the sophomore making an impact play. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the handoff. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They strike first in overtime.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And now the extra point to make this a 7-point game in overtime. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. So needing to reach the end zone to keep this game alive, it's first and goal now. He'll try to run it in on first and goal. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. So they finish it off here on second and goal. Tackled behind the line, it's a loss of 2. Now they'll set up third and goal. They've got 2 plays left. They got to punch it in or it's game over. And it's a touchdown. They're an extra point away from double OT, or you go for 2 and win it right now.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
How about this? A 2-point conversion now with the ball game on the line. Dropping back. It's back. And he's in there. They gamble and get it to win the game. What a call. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. We've got a terrific matchup for you today. Fans have gotten here early, and they are ready to get this game underway. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the second-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Bulldogs will kick it away and get this game going. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field, it's Brown. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. We'll give credit to the defender for the hit. That's what caused the fumble.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Handoff to the single back. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Applying for the touchdown on the right side. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Now it's 3rd down and goal for the offense. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So what's your play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Beck. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he fields it inside the 15. Brought down at the 29. That's where they'll start the drive. The San Jose State offense is back out there now. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The offense going with the hurry up. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds his target.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Georgia, 7. San Jose State, 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Looking to throw again. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. He's past the 30, at the 20, inside the 10. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Back to pass. It's Brown. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it falls incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Spartans.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And he'll set up to throw. And he makes the catch for the 2-point conversion. They jump on top, 8-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Georgia, 7.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they get him to the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll run it to the left. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. They'll ride the back again here. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Bulldogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. They move the 6, but going to the line here on first down now. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Handoff heading left. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
I'm going to be honest here. I'm completely shocked that they kept it on the ground. I think the defense is too. I don't think they were prepared for it. It's one of those things where it just makes you scratch your head, and it somehow works out.
Looking for the wideout. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away. Offense operating in high tempo now. No huddle. Back to throw. It's Beck. Quick throw to the left side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. No huddle now for the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 40. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, that one's picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Can he take it all the way? Past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, San Jose State. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. To the air, it's Brown. They don't get into the end zone. What a finish to this first half. The touchdown and the 2-point try.
San Jose State 16, Georgia 7. Jose State, 16. Georgia, 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Georgia Bulldogs will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Dogs under the line in the hurry up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offense.
And looking for a big play here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. For what in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
The Spartans offense back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Quick throw to the left. It is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And the single back takes the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Offense facing 2nd and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. Oh, and he'll go down right there. That's going to be a loss on the play. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They will claim the 2nd half lead. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself today.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. The San Jose State offense. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. To throw, it's Brown. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
1st and 10 play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
1st down. We're going to throw the football. Looking right. This one caught. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
That's a much better job by this quarterback at working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the back gets the football. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 21.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the runner takes off to his right. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
1st and goal, and the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter. Touchdown, Spartans. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
San Jose State. Number 0 in the end zone.
And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. To throw, it's Brown. Fires it to the wideout. And it's caught in the end zone. They convert the 2-point try.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And the hands team able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Give it to the back again. Touchdown, Georgia. They jump in front here in the 4th.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
automatic in the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Harvey. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20. And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back, it's Brown. He pulls it in for a big gain. Breaks into the clear, it's a sprint. The 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, San Jose State. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Now the try for the point after to make it a 3-point game. And the important extra point is good. The lead is 3 with time running out. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Gives it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. They get to the line here in the no huddle. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for some space. It's Etienne. And he will lose 10 yards on that carry. Good play by the defense. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Quarterback drops back. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. A crucial play here. They go to the air. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. They'll bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
The San Jose State offense is back out there now. Crucial possession here. This game just got tighter. 3-point game, final quarter. What will the play calling philosophy be here? They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Gonna run it. It's Bates. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, the defense does exactly what they needed to do here by coming up with the interception with less than 2 minutes to go. They get the ball back to their quarterback, and now they've got a chance to possibly win this game.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And that pick will preserve the victory.